Okay, so this is for teachers, and this is to teach you how to get the exact post that you want in Canvas. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how you can set up that assignment. So the first thing you need to do is you need to choose one of your courses. So there we are. Here's one of my classes, and then you need to create an assignment. I'm just going to be creating a dummy assignment for this. I'm even going to call it Dummy Blog Test. I don't have to give it a due date right now or anything, but if I wanted, if that was what I'm doing, I can give it a due date. In fact, what the heck, let's give it to now. It's still worth 1 point. And I'll have to get rid of this really soon because my students are going to freak out. Now I'm going to go into more options because I need to do some other stuff here. This is where I would give it 4 directions. So please share URL of your blog post for, and then whatever it is that you're asking them to, because you can actually get the direct blog post doing this. You won't have to search around. You'll get the direct post that you want. You'll need to come down here. If you do assignment groups, you'll put it in the right assignment group. However you display your grade. Right here is the most important thing, submission type. Okay? So we're going to submit this online. We're going to submit this as a website URL. We're not going to click any of the other things at this point. Okay? If you want to, you can enable turn it in, but I'm hoping that all their stuff is nice and theirs at this point. And then from here, you can either assign it to everyone, or you can assign it by period, or you can even assign it to students. You can even go back and assign it to students after a certain amount of time. But for right now, I'm assigning this to everyone. It's due now. It's available. If I leave it blank, it'll just stay blank. It's available from there until there. I'm done, and I have to save and publish. If I just save it, it's not going to do any good. It won't be published. Kids won't see it. I'm going to save and publish. Okay, it's all set up. So what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to show you what it looks like when a student actually sends you that URL. I'm going to go into my settings really quick. I'm going to go into Student View. And it tells me in Student View I have this dummy blog test. So I go to dummy blog test. And I have to submit my assignment. So I submit my assignment. Now you'll notice up across the top I have my email open. I also have my blog open. So that's exactly where I'm going to. Okay. So I'm going to my blog, and I'm going to give my September meme. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to copy that. So all I have to do here is make sure that this is highlighted. They've already shared this with specific teachers. So that's something that we have to keep in mind. They've already shared it. So they've done that. If they haven't had that sharing experience, then that's going to be a problem, and that would be the first thing where you would want to troubleshoot with them. Remember, English teachers are doing this. However, we're not going to catch every single thing. So please make sure that you're going back and you're trying to help them through this process. It's a very valuable thing. So now I just have to come back here. I've made sure. What Alan always says is to actually click here in the white area. Google has had some things here that's encoded that we can't see. You can right-click and copy. If they're using a Chromebook, they can Control-C as in Charlie, and that'll copy it as well. Then they come back here to their dummy blog. Hold on. They come back to the dummy blog, and all I did is I got back into student mode here. And even if it says submit, okay, or resubmit, let's say that they have messed something up, so now they're going to resubmit their assignment. In the website URL, they paste that in, and then they submitted the assignment. If they want to, they can view the original page, they can view the submission details as well, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you this on the teacher side as well. So I'm going to leave Student View. Takes me back. This is my editing screen. I can edit everything here. I'm going to go into SpeedGrader. It's the only assignment I've got, so I've got this person that I can look at. I've got two ways I can look at it. I can look at it here, or I can look at it in View New Tab. I can do my grading here. I can add a comment here. I can attach a file. I can do that as a media comment or as some speech recognition. Okay, I have definitely done these where I've added a comment. I know that Allison Juby has done some media comments as well. So I am first just going to click on the original. When I click on the original, you'll notice it just comes up. Okay, I can't scroll back and forth. I can't do any of those other things. However, it is here. Okay, so I'm just going to go back on my browser, and then I'm going to view it in a new tab just to show you the small difference, which could be a big difference in terms of how much text you might be reading through. So if you'll notice, when I view in a new tab, now I have control over what I'm seeing with what they have, full screen, etc. And then I can go back and do this. So that's really going to be something that you're going to deal with here more than anything else. Okay. Hopefully this gives you a good idea from the teacher's perspective on how to set this up if you're using Canvas, and I hope you are. If you're not using Canvas, you might want to consider setting something up in a Google form or something else in order to get these. Thank you.